Could India rise as the next global superpower? It's a question that has captured the imagination of the world. With a population exceeding 1 billion, India is not just a country, it is a vibrant tapestry woven from countless cultures, languages, and traditions. Each thread lends strength to the larger picture, creating a nation of immense diversity and depth. India is not just rich in its cultural heritage, but also in economic potential. The Indian economy, now the world's fifth largest, is on an upward trajectory, fueled by a combination of factors including a burgeoning middle class, a dynamic service sector, and a robust manufacturing industry. But it's not just about economic figures. India's geographical position gives it a strategic edge. Nestled between the Middle East, Central Asia, and Southeast Asia, India is at the crossroads of several key international trade routes. This unique location offers India a chance to exert significant influence on global trade and politics. And let's not forget the country's most precious resource, its people. More than half of India's population is under the age of 25, making it one of the world's youngest nations. This demographic advantage could translate into a dynamic and innovative workforce, driving economic growth and technological advancement. But India's potential as a superpower doesn't just lie in its economy or geography or demographics, it lies in the spirit of its people, a spirit that is resilient, innovative, and ambitious, a spirit that has been shaped by a history of challenges and triumphs and is now ready to shape the world. India stands at the threshold of superpower status, but what has been its journey to this point? Let's trace back to 1947, the year of India's independence. The nation was born out of a long and arduous struggle for freedom, but the real challenge was yet to come, building an independent nation from the ashes of colonial rule. In the initial years, India faced a multitude of challenges, the most daunting being poverty and illiteracy. The task of feeding a nation of millions and providing them with basic education was Herculean. However, the determination of the Indian people and the leadership of its founding fathers led to the establishment of a democratic and secular country against all odds. The 60s and 70s were marked by economic struggles and political instability, but India held its ground. The Green Revolution in the late 60s helped India achieve self-sufficiency in food grain production, a landmark achievement. The 80s saw India slowly opening up its economy. However, it was the economic liberalization of the early 90s that marked a turning point in India's journey. The economy was thrown open to foreign investments, and the IT sector saw a boom. This period of economic growth catapulted India onto the global stage. The new millennium brought with it new opportunities and challenges. The rise of the service sector, the growth of the middle class, and advancements in technology have shaped modern India. However, challenges persist in the form of inequality, corruption, and environmental concerns. Despite these challenges, India's journey since independence has been one of continuous growth and development. From being a newly independent nation grappling with myriad challenges, India has emerged as one of the world's largest economies and a global player in the IT and service sectors. India's journey has been one of resilience and determination. But how does it fare in comparison to other emerging economies? How does India's growth and development compare to other emerging economies? As we scan the global landscape, it's clear that India's trajectory is one of its own. Emerging economies, often categorized as the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, each bring a unique blend of strengths and challenges to the table. In terms of sheer growth rate, India has often been in a neck-and-neck race with China. However, unlike China's state-led growth model, India's growth has been largely fueled by its private sector, making it a vibrant, diverse, and resilient economy. Moving to Brazil, a country rich in natural resources, India's comparative advantage lies in its human resources. With one of the youngest populations in the world, India boasts a burgeoning workforce, ready to propel the nation into a new era of growth and innovation. But it's not all smooth sailing. When we look at Russia, with its strong focus on industrialization and infrastructure, it throws into sharp relief India's infrastructural challenges. Yes, India is making strides in this arena, but there's still a long road ahead. And then there's South Africa, another emerging economy grappling with issues of inequality, much like India. While South Africa's wealth is concentrated in the hands of a few, India too faces a steep economic divide. Addressing this disparity is crucial for India's sustained and inclusive growth. On the brighter side, India's democratic framework, unlike many of its emerging economy counterparts, offers a robust platform for policy discussion and implementation. This democratic disposition, coupled with its technological prowess and entrepreneurial spirit, sets India apart on the global stage. While the comparison is enlightening, it's the internal factors that will determine India's trajectory towards becoming a superpower. So, as we compare India with other emerging economies, it's clear that each nation has its unique path. For India, the journey ahead is filled with promise and potential. But it's up to India to seize these opportunities and overcome its challenges. What are the key factors that could propel India to superpower status? Let's delve into the potential driving forces behind India's ascent. Firstly, India's demographic dividend. With over half of its population under the age of 25, India is a nation of young, vibrant minds ready to take on the world. And with the right nurturing and opportunities, this youthful energy could be harnessed into a powerful workforce, driving India's growth story. Secondly, technological advancements. India is not just embracing technology, it's innovating it. The country's tech startups are making strides in areas like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and space technology, to name a few. The expansion of digital infrastructure is also connecting the remotest corners of the country, bridging the digital divide and creating a more inclusive society. Next, India's investment in education and infrastructure. The country is making concerted efforts to improve its education system, focusing on skill development and vocational training. Similarly, infrastructure development is witnessing a new dawn, with projects aimed at improving connectivity, transport, and urban planning. Lastly, India's geopolitical strategies. The country's strategic location, coupled with its diplomatic ties and foreign policies, make it a key player in global affairs. India's role in the Indo-Pacific, its relations with major world powers, and its active participation in international forums underscore its growing global influence. These factors place India in a promising position, but challenges still lie ahead. India's journey towards becoming a superpower is not without hurdles, and how it navigates these challenges will determine the shape of its future. What hurdles does India need to overcome to ascend as a superpower? Let's delve into the challenges that India must confront head-on. The first hurdle is socio-economic inequality. India is a land of contrasts, where extreme wealth coexists with dire poverty. To bridge this gap, India must prioritize inclusive growth and ensure that the fruits of development reach every corner of this vast nation. Next, we have environmental concerns. Rapid industrialization has taken a toll on India's environment, leading to issues like air and water pollution, deforestation, and loss of biodiversity. Climate change adds another layer of complexity to these challenges. India, as a responsible global player, needs to adopt sustainable practices and promote green technologies. Governance issues also pose a significant challenge. Corruption, bureaucratic inefficiency, and lack of transparency often impede the implementation of well-intentioned policies. To address these, India needs to foster a culture of accountability and transparency in its public institutions. Now, let's consider the way forward. Overcoming these challenges requires strategic planning and astute policy making. India needs policies that not only promote economic growth, but also ensure social justice and environmental sustainability. The nation's youth, its greatest asset, must be equipped with the skills and knowledge to drive this change. Investing in education and skill development is therefore critical. India must also leverage its strategic location and cultural diversity to forge stronger ties with the global community. In a world increasingly defined by interdependence, international cooperation can help India address its challenges and accelerate its journey towards becoming a superpower. While the path to becoming a superpower is steeped with challenges, India's potential is undeniable. With the right strategies and policies in place, India can not only overcome these hurdles but also use them as stepping stones to rise as a global superpower. This journey may be arduous, but the destination, a superpower India, is well worth the effort.